Hi guys, today I'm gonna pick my 5 favorite movie directors. Yes, I'm talking about great filmmakers that has delivered the best movie experiences for me. Of course, a director is extremely important to the filmmaking process by visualizing the screenplay or script, choosing the cast members and guiding the crew and actors towards a creative vision. So in short, the mastermind behind a great movie. Notable directors like Christopher Nolan, John McTiernan and Brian De Palma were considered for my top 5, but didn't quite get there. So who did? Let's find out. Number 5. Sergio Leone. Starting off my list is this Italian director, famous for his groundbreaking spaghetti westerns in the 60s. I guess I'm not alone in loving the Dollars trilogy that made Clint Eastwood a huge star. Despite their age, these are still fantastic movies with memorable characters, tight direction and editing, innovative camera work, beautiful cinematography and atmospheric, unique music by Ennio Morricone. For a few dollars more is my personal favorite, featuring a brilliant cast and strong performances by Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, Gian Maria Volante and Klaus Kinski. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, the third film, is more epic and introduces a war element and is widely considered a masterpiece. After these, Leone made Once Upon a Time in the West and the 80s mafia epic Once Upon a Time in America, his last film. Quentin Tarantino often acknowledges Leone as a major influence on his career.
Alive or dead, it's your choice.
Number 4. Robert Zemeckis. Next up is an acclaimed director with a talent for telling engaging stories. His best work include the Oscar winner Forrest Gump, his breakthrough success Romancing the Stone, the technical marvel Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and of course the awesome Back to the Future trilogy, with the first installment being one of the best movies of all time. Later he also made What Lies Beneath, a kind of underrated but suspenseful thriller with Harrison Ford in an unusual role. And Castaway, another Tom Hanks collaboration. So what makes Zemeckis a great director? Well, he infuses his best movies with a sense of wonder and magic, much like Spielberg. His many collaborations with composer Alan Silvestri add to this. Zemeckis is also a great innovator, using advanced special effects but never at the expense of character and story. That's why he is so good.
Do you want a chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Number 3. Quentin Tarantino. Moving into my top 3, we have a movie nerd that worked in a video rental store before becoming a filmmaker and box office icon. What a real life story. He's known for his unique storytelling, brilliant dialogue, references to popular culture, and an impeccable use and choice of music to set a cool vibe. His movies are often violent, stylish, and filled with tension-building scenes. We see this in Django Unchained, Inglourious Basterds, and the Kill Bill movies. His first film, Reservoir Dogs, showed his potential. It was controversial, different, and fresh. And 2 years later he topped it with Pulp Fiction, one of the most influential movies ever. It famously jumps back and forth in time to somehow connect all the characters and events brilliantly in the end. And although I like Django and Bastards slightly more, it's probably Tarantino's masterpiece. It also won him his first Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
Oh, yes.
Number 2. James Cameron. My runner-up is a master of creating action-packed and visually stunning films. After humble B-movie beginnings featuring flying piranhas, he found success with The Terminator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as a killer robot from the future. With bigger budgets came 2 of the best sequels of all time, Aliens and Terminator 2: Judgment Day. He broke box office records with huge Oscar winner Titanic and Avatar. both terrific films. So how could Cameron become so successful? First off, he's a technical innovator, a pioneer in using advanced visual effects. He's also a perfectionist with attention to detail. His films are often emotionally compelling, usually with a James Horner or Brad Fiedel score. He's not afraid to take on large-scale epic stories either. He could be more prolific though, and focusing on other IPs than Avatar in the future would also be nice. Okay, my number 1, Steven Spielberg. Yep, topping my list is legendary director Steven Spielberg. From his blockbuster breakthrough with Jaws in 1975, he has delivered more outstanding movies like the original Indiana Jones trilogy from the 80s, Jurassic Park, Catch Me If You Can, and The Fabelmans. And that's just my personal favorites. He has 3 Oscar wins for Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan, and E.T. is also worth mentioning. He's simply the whole package. A fantastic storyteller, an amazing creator of exciting action sequences, a long-time collaborator with brilliant composer John Williams, and known for infusing his work with elements from his own life experiences, and a sense of wonder and spectacle. He's been a big inspiration for all other directors on this list that came after him. So that's why, for me, he's number 1.
They're totally wrong. This is a warm-blooded creature.
This thing doesn't live in a swamp.
This thing's got, what, a 25, 27-foot neck?
The Brachiosaurus 30.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.